shoes.
We're up. We're relaxed. Sunday.
This is a shoes off podcast today.
This is the Lord's Day. You don't have you keep your shoes on in the Lord's house?
We just lost half the viewers.
Yeah, I think everybody keeps their shoes on in the Lord's
They
house.
do. You don't take shoes off at church.
No.
No, because dirty people go there.
We displease Jesus.
It's interesting.
Jesus was barefoot. Why can't you be barefoot?
Oh man, this is
Whoa. But Jesus doesn't have shoes on.
Sandals. Did he have
He never-
sandals?
he did have sandals, but
in religious imagery he has shoes off.
he's almost always barefoot. But if he does have
Because
shoes
that
on,
would be rude to ruin a pair of Air Force Ones on the cross like that.
Jesus Christ. That's it. We're done. We just violated some standard of podcast.
Oh wait, I really can't get over
He's
this.
like, guys, don't. He's like, I can't scuff my shoes.
Go ahead.
Jesus didn't wear shoes, but we all wear shoes inside of his house.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
That's true.
Oh man.
And we just broke like 3 billion people's views.
But in mosques, you take your shoes off.
Do you?
Yeah. You take your shoes off before you enter a mosque. And it's a disaster at the door, though, believe me.
Oh, I bet.
The door, like nobody, they have shelving for this.
Can you find your own shoes again at the end of it?
It's impossible sometimes.
It takes a minute, but hey, the place is clean.
They have shelves to put them in, but people normally just like toss them and run in.
I've never seen a dirty church though.
No, they keep them clean.
Yeah, I mean those collection bins go for paying someone's salary.
I guess
They're clean though. Churches are very clean.
even the floor.
Yeah,
it's also part of like being all dressed up, right? Like you're dressed up.
Right,
nice
you can't
to church.
dress up in a suit and then not wear
and
shoes.
not have shoes. Yeah,
not have shoes.
That's part of the thing too.
Because what do you match your belt with?
Your socks.
Yehi.
This is. I really hope this is making the show.
This is on the show, so let's just do your 57 thing.
No, Rob's gonna edit it out.
Rob does not. Rob doesn't even listen
Rob
to
edits
this
our
podcast
shows.
anymore.
Rob doesn't do the podcast anymore. But when he does do the podcast, if he were to do this one, he would be saying, "Welcome everybody back to the Backstage Boys podcast, episode number 57. This is Trent, my co-host,
Basil.
and I'm here with sitting next to in person.
I'm right here.
Say your name.
I'm Nate.
Referee Nate.
And
Referee
I'm
Nate Speckman.
And I don't sound like I'm in a tunnel
No, you don't.
Yay.
floating down the river.
He's in person. We had to do a little gimmicking with the microphones, but we got it.
I feel like I feel like I should give Nate my Yeti.
You could do that.
That's what I was saying.
I'll
Let me
take
buy it off you.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
now
fine.
I can have 2 mics in
I
here.
have a bunch of useless cords here.
Yeah, it's a lot. We're working out some cording here. Nate's like,
recording,
We
Looks
should
like
take a
spaghetti.
picture and post
like
it up.
recording, but just the cord part.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of Nate with all the Instagram, huh? 1, 2, 3, live.
Yeah, this
Can't
goes
wait
on.
to put that up next week.
We'll put that on the. It's gonna go on the Twitter at the BSB show. You
It's
can
gonna go
toss
on
it.
the Instagram next week too.
Yeah, that's it's right there. It's fine. Nate. There we go.
Beautiful.
Episode 57, boys. Here to talk about AAW, A New Dawn, New Year, New Dawn, the house that Trent drew. Let me just put that out there
God
before we
damn
start
Jesus
anything.
Christ.
I've been letting Danny Daniels know that all week that I remember who drew that house. Anyway,
Yeah, he wasn't too pleased.
I just gotta say that we didn't advertise you, so
that's great. So it's
that's
the best.
not an accurate statement. I
When
think.
when you go to Google and type in AAW New Dawn, I'm the first thing that comes. My
You
video is
are
the first.
not.
You want to see this?
Yeah, I want to see this.
Watch this. Watch. I'm going to show you
What
something.
did you go to for
A-
results?
AAW New Dawn results, right?
Cage match.
No, Trent's not on Cage Match.
Oh, he's probably on like PW
Yeah.
Ponderings or something.
Just type in AAW New Dawn. Look who comes up.
No, he's right.
I'm right.
Wait, do you come up on that?
Just
Yeah, it's
type
Trent
in
with his eyes closed.
type in AAW New Dawn mid sentence. Look like I'm getting a.
AW.
Just type in AAW New Dawn.
Yeah, you look like you're
Oh,
climaxing.
God.
I do.
Look at he's like
I even changed that
guys,
still image.
Guys,
God, I drew that
what
house.
have you done?
No, but seriously, go back up to this thing. Why are you? What is this?
I just used some quick Wrestle News Net. Quick results.
WrestlingNews.net.
Yeah,
Why
quick
don't you use
results.
Cage Match?
Why don't you use Cage Match?
Why? It's I don't know. I just googled that.
Cage
found
Match
this
has the times. You love the times.
Oh, the times are good. Let's do
Yeah.
the times. Okay, I'll get that up.
Okay.
In the meantime, let's
So
talk,
we
boys.
had a fun week. That's why this is delayed.
We did have a fun week.
Did I do anything?
No, you got your car your tire popped, which I was
Wait,
sad
Wait, what
about.
happened? What happened to your
I
tire?
got my car towed, and then I got my tire popped.
Wait. Hold on. Let's tell the
Jesus.
story here.
It was
What happened?
It was a bad day. Well, I made a mistake and I went to the bank and parked in a spot that I shouldn't have.
Which
And
bank?
The one up on Broadway. And so I parked
Chase, right here?
No. Broadway and Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
Up from Uptown. And
Yeah.
there's a lot that my bank is in.
Uh-huh.
And I parked like in the second half of the lot. And I was
no.
like, I'm going to be here for 10 minutes mailing a package. And it did not take me 10 minutes because they are very slow and rude in there. And then I came out, and my car was gone. And I saw a tow truck circling the parking lot. I was like, oh, fuck.
What? Are you serious?
I asked him, I was like, hey, if a car gets towed, where does it go? And so he told me where it went. It was luckily only a walking distance. It was like Clark and something else.
Oh, really? You should tow it far as hell, downtown.
No, it was just like a block up from Lawrence. And so I was like,
oh, I know the place. Yeah, on Clark. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
So I paid to get it out, and then I
How
drove.
much did that cost?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, Jesus.
No less than $150.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
And,
no,
yeah.
I'm guessing 175.
Sons of
it was
bitches,
two.
man. $200?
Yeah, and
Oh.
I think it was like $2.03 or $203 or something stupid.
So,
And so I went around the corner and went to the hardware store. And then when I was parking the car and paying the meter because I was scared now, I looked at my tire and it was blown. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And so I don't know, because I was able to drive on it and it felt fine. And then it was only after I parked that I noticed it. So it could have
probably
done it
hit
then.
something getting out of the towing.
It could have been in their lot. I was like,
Probably a scam. Like then they have to call a tow truck to tow. It's like, huh? Hey, you again?
yeah.
What are the odds?
No, but I called my insurance company and the
Roadside
assistance, and then Basil. I called
Yeah,
roadside
assistance, Basil.
and they changed my tire, and then I drove to the dealership. I spent the whole day.
Wait, your bank is next to Just Tires, isn't it? There's a Just Tires right next to that bank on Broadway and Lawrence.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could have gotten the tire right there.
Yeah, I didn't need a new one. They patched
Patch
it.
it.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
$6 patch. $49 of labor for a $6 patch. Took like 4 hours.
So you're at like $260 spent so far.
Jesus, that sucks.
No, I didn't. Insurance paid for all of it.
Okay. Well, what about your towing?
That I paid.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. And I thought about going and talking to them, being like, hey, I blew a tire in your lot. But I'm like, they're not going to fucking do anything about it.
There's no way to prove it.
Yeah, it was one rough day.
Sorry, buddy.
But I'm still here.
He's here.
Yeah, and then
Here to
Frankie
talk
comes
about
up to
wrestling.
me- Frankie comes up to me about 4 or 5 o'clock, and he's like, "Yeah, Nate blew his tire." I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
Did you tweet
'Cause
about
I thought you were on your way.
Yeah, I was planning on being there in
Where?
Cleveland.
You were going to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I thought about it.
No kidding.
I was going.
Yeah, I had I wanted to get there early just because it was such a long drive, and with my immune system being so shot, I didn't want to like overstress it and drive in there and drive out in the same day.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
That sucks.
Yeah.
Missed out on Cleveland
It is what it is.
for AEWCW. They're on TNT, man.
It's true. You're not wrong.
Hey, man.
In a sense.
I get to work with Arn Anderson and Dustin Rhodes. Like, fuck.
On TNT.
On TNT.
On TNT.
Dustin did come when he came back. He made it to TNT because he left before Nitro. Before Nitro started,
He came back. Yeah,
He came back.
did
Yeah,
It was Rain or whatever.
7
Oh, 7. Rain was the horrible TNA
Black
gimmick.
Rain. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah. With the
Jesus
mouse.
Ugh. So many. That was during the relic era.
You mean killer spelled backwards?
I tweeted at them again.
I saw that.
They were like, who do you want to see? And I
You're
said,
like,
Relic is
you
killer
know,
spelled
relic
backwards.
is killer spelled backwards.
You know what's amazing?
I'm just going to keep doing it too.
You know what's amazing?
Isn't that Johnny Stamboli or whatever his name?
Sambo,
Yeah.
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 You know what's interesting about the TNA thing?
His real last name is Hugger.
Hugger?
Yeah.
Johnny
No.
Hugger?
Yeah.
Wow.
It might be pronounced Huger, but it's one U
I think
and
it's
2
Huger.
G's.
It's got to be Huger.
Looks like Hugger.
What's amazing about the TNA, like the throwback show going on, is the amount of, and Ethan Page said this a while ago about how like his generation of wrestlers, all like that's the company they grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's like that's so much of the buzz is from like those guys, like that generation. It's like this was our WCW.
Yeah.
Dude, Ace wants Amazing Red badly.
They all want
Everybody
Amazing
wants
Red.
Amazing
They
Red.
Everybody
all
wants
want that
Red.
match.
Zach
Everyone's
wants
like,
him. Trey wants him.
What I'm gonna guess is they're gonna
Who gets
is
it?
that he'll be in the
Yeah.
Ultimate X match. I mean, that's like the only thing that makes sense.
And you give it to 3 other guys like Ace.
No, isn't it 6 guys in the Ultimate X?
You can put as many as you
You
want in
put
there, I
6
guess.
if you want.
Yeah, but put 6 in there. 8 is too much. But if you do 6, I
Red
think
is gonna
6
overwork
6
so
works.
bad. They're all gonna want to lock up with Red.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
Everyone wants to get their shit in. Everyone's like, dude,
Fucking
could Red do
41.
something on me?
dude, I'm 41. Give me. All right.
I still hope we get James Storm so we can have North versus AMW.
It has to happen. Come on. Like I imagine Storm is gonna want this too.
You know
Right.
do you know what's gonna happen? Is we're gonna get North versus Aces and Eights.
Oh no,
Ugh,
that'd be bad.
it's gonna be so brutal.
Especially with who it is. It's like, oh, come on, D'Lo and Anderson. No. Anyway, all right. Let's get out the show because Danny's gonna hear some like, you guys talked about TNA for 20 minutes, not about AEW.
wait, he listens to this?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He's
that's what
gonna,
I thought.
he's gonna hear about it. Though.
Nobody gives a shit about the show
The company itself doesn't support. Well, they don't listen to our show.
because we talk about other stuff.
I
That's
bet
right.
Keith does.
Keith, I think, does.
Probably Keith. Keith is a
Keith's
good
nice.
person.
Here, you know what? I want to test Tyler Bowles.
Was Keith
Tyler,
on at the last show?
He was not. He was in Florida with his family.
Oh, I
That's
was
why
like, wait. I just thought about that. I was like, damn, there was no Keith at this show.
That's why I did 10 segments with Rob because Keith wasn't there. We were like doing a ton, but we somehow managed to pull it all off. It was cool.
Bro, like, that's so at AEW really quick last week, I had 2 assignments. Like, I was told to record the pre-show for YouTube and then record, like, do like clips of Dark to use for social media because I did that one time and it went off really well. And then in the middle of Dark, I was like, they're like, hey, you're gonna record a Jericho segment. I was like, the fuck? Okay. And then was told, okay, you're gonna record this segment, and then that one I was like, I'm chill with this. This is way better than just sitting around. So I understand like kind of like the stress that you go through when you're having to record so many segments.
Especially when Keith is not there. Like 10 is a lot, but we somehow the pace of that show was so perfect that I never felt stressed. Like Rob and I were like on such a good flow, just back and forth. I don't know, it worked out.
It was we all did really well that day. Like I got all those promos in, was able to do full ringside. Like I missed like 3 minutes of the Willie AR Fox match because Hoovy was ready to do promos, and Danny texted me, and thank God for the Apple Watch because I see the text, and then I'm like, okay, I need to run downstairs and get this photo because we've been trying for like a year and a half to get Hoovy photos.
Yeah.
Also, because Hoovy needed to leave before the show ended.
He had a 1 a.m. flight that night.
It's
Yeah.
so brutal.
He's like, it's juicy. It's a very juicy airline.
It's
Very
a juicy
flight. Airline's juicy. Extra juicy. I gotta go juicy.
It was
I
a
love-
juicy. It was a juicy time driving. in.
I love Hoovy so
He's the
much.
best.
Let's kick it off, man. We'll talk about Hoovy a little bit here. All right, AAW New Dawn. We kicked things off with a dark match. Was that before? No, that was before I finished drawing the house. Let's talk about
Oh
this.
my god.
So we had a dark match, guys. Storm, Grayson, and Karam.
I'm gonna go get some water.
Sit down. Sit.
Okay.
Do you need a refill on water? You finished your water already?
Yeah, I drank it all.
I should have brought a pitcher over here.
I know.
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Should
I'm
I
gonna
bring?
make some tea.
Should I bring a pitcher? Do you want to engage the conversation while I?
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll do
I'll
this.
talk about Karim.
All right, you can talk about Karam. I'll get water since Nate is my guest here.
And
I'll
put
bring
the
the
tea
water.
on.
You want tea? No, I'm not making you tea right now. We don't have time.
Oh,
We're live. We're live, pal.
you get your beverage.
All right, we'll talk about Karam.
So, cage match doesn't have times on this one.
Cage match has times. What are you talking about?
No, we're not seeing times on this.
I'm okay. I will send you guys the link because the link that I have has times. So I don't know
Alright.
which one you're watching.
Well, I'll talk about this, and then you can bounce back.
This match was 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So there you go.
Perfect. Ooh,
Yeah.
giant pitcher.
Giant filtered water pitcher for Nate.
Oh, I feel like a
Nate
king.
happy?
So yeah, we had Storm Grayson versus Karam. Karam, obviously the muscle for
The hustle.
the hustle. that hustle being Hakeem Zayn. Karam, you said 3 minutes 20 seconds.
Where are you seeing times?
I have
has
times
them.
on my. I just sent it in the group chat. I sent the cage match link that I'm using.
Karam making short work of Storm Grayson, but Storm, there was a good back and forth. There was some fight.
You guys have a background Storm Grayson? I don't know anything about him.
So Storm he trains out of Freelance.
He's from Naperville.
Oh, he's local.
Yeah, he's local. He works a lot at Freelance Underground. Sometimes we'll do freelance wrestling, but yeah, he's local. Good kid.
I was thinking he should get the babyface pop, saying he's from Chicago, but he said he was from Naperville, and then I feel like that might have.
Well, do you know why? Because freelance doesn't just advertise everybody from Chicago, because that would be stupid.
I know. I kind of secretly would love for NXT to, because they'll be like, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Tommaso Ciampa, and it's like, he lives in Florida. So I would just love a whole 2 hours of NXT TV to be like, from Winter Park, Florida, from Citrus Springs, Florida.
Guys, they all live here because they don't pay state taxes. So
it's like every single person on that TV show lives in Florida.
When Big Show told Big Show said that one time, and then there was an influx of wrestlers that moved to Florida after everyone's like, Big Show, why do you live in Florida? He's like, I pay so little in taxes and I'm never at my house, so it makes sense. So I'm like, he's like, it balances out.
Everybody still lives there. Like Jericho lives there, Christian lives there.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko lives there.
What's that thing that Christian used to do? He'd be like, from Toronto, Ontario by way of, from Orlando, Florida by way of Toronto, Ontario.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, he did that for the Heat Pop.
The Heat Pop. So Storm Grayson, what do you think? Should we use him again? I saw some parts of this. I just saw Karam kill him, though. He absolutely brutalized this poor kid.
He did do that.
He killed him.
He's diced. He's not even jacked. He's diced. What
is that?
I don't know. He put it on his Twitter the other day. He's like, diced.
Did he create a new word for
I
what
think
he is?
so, because I was like, man, I think the 6-pack dice looks like dice, 6.
I don't know. I just keep staring at his pecs.
I asked how many more abs he can fit on himself. I'm like, Jesus, jacked.
We'll find out. He's, 22, 23?
23.
Josh the gills.
To the gills.
Yeah.
Awesome. After that match, we had a huge babyface pop for... sit back on this one, Nate. Let me talk about this.
Oh, my God.
So, boys, I got in the ring there. I was asked, very sheepishly by AAW ownership, hey, would you mind, opening the show? We need to get that real rah-rah going on, boys. We need something. We need something to draw those last few people into the house who are on the street. So I said, Brian, open the windows. Get off your phone, Nate. I need to pay attention. I said, Brian, open a couple windows up. I'm gonna talk them into the building. And boys, I tell you, I got in there. I was a little nervous. I never did the gym spot before, the Jim Lynam spot. But I went with the AAW family tie-in, and 50 people walked in off the street after hearing it.
They did not.
They said, yeah, hey, what's going on here? And somebody's like, wrestling. And they said, whatever that guy said, we want to be a part of, because we're orphans and we want a family to be a part of. And I said, come on in, guys. You're all welcome here, because AEW's family.
There was a group of people doing drugs out
they walked
in the square, and they heard Trent, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, is that Trent?"
They walked in, filled it out.
They walked in off the street, and
they bought stage seats.
It was my in-ring debut.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Literally,
it was very nice.
We're gonna hear about this for years.
Oh, I immediately told Danny my rate's gone up because I which he's really upset. He was like, "What the fuck?"
My rate went up. I was like, "I know him."
Yeah, his rate went up. Rob has there's a trailer coming out for the show, and let's just say the star, one of the many stars of the trailer.
Does this move you to the top of the list of the next crew video?
I mean, I said I want to be humble. I wanted to give it to Brian or Music T, because they've been there a long time. I mean, it should have been me? It should have been me. But I said
it should always be.
I'm feeling a little humble. I said I got enough going on. With having
feeling humble.
With having to draw the house and all, I got enough going on.
Do you even know what that word means?
Drawing the house?
No, being humble.
Oh no. Anyway, after I successfully
I'm gonna post an Instagram photo.
where on what?
On my personal one. It's 1:30. I need to get this out.
After I successfully made everybody smile in unison after my speech, I kicked it to a nice opening video by Rob. It was beautiful.
What did you say? I wasn't listening.
I said,
shit.
Wait a minute. I said something along. Yeah, actually, why don't you wait for the video? Actually, why I've ruined it here. But,
high spots. Can we put this up immediately? I need to watch Trent.
It'll be on YouTube.
Well, it's getting edited. So
beautiful. All right, guys, let's kick it off though. Opening match: Jordan Oliver defeated Jake Lander in 9:54. Future of AAW right here, boys. Now there's a lot of guardrail spots in this match. Quite a few.
I was not happy with this. I'll say it. I was not happy with this match.
I was not either. I
talked to Lander, and I was like, dude, like that was too much getting your shit in on an opening match. And
this was screaming of like, oh my god, we have a shot here to open the show. We gotta get everything we got in. It's like, whoa, slow it down, boys.
I think I think an opening match, it should be like a palate cleanser for like the show. It shouldn't be that many spots.
No, it should be an appetizer, not a palate cleanser. Palate cleanser's like halfway through.
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Do I?
Yeah, you do.
I like having Nate here so I can try to pop him in person.
I'm just staring out the window at the lake.
We can see the lake from my window. It's great.
I did enjoy the spot though where he did the moonsault off the top to the outside onto the other guy, and then picked him up and fucking like backpack flipped him into the guardrail. So
whatchamacallit?
That was fun.
Rob and myself were both not prepared for that spot, and we're really pissed off that we missed it.
Really?
Dude, like, I'm pretty good about like knowing spot. I was not expecting that.
The ring crew was prepared for it. They already had a guy over there holding onto the guardrails.
Did they?
Yeah.
No, are you talking about the spot where they went over the turnbuckle?
No, it was immediately after the moonsault.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about the turnbuckle spot.
They got a lot of shit in though. I was like, there's way too much going on in this match, man. I couldn't even keep up. I was like, how much are we doing here? I understand the nerves are there. You're new, you got to prove it. But I will say, the post match with these two was really good. The promos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I know Danny even talked to him, like give him some feedback live after this match too. But these guys, I'm gonna do something with this. There's gonna be I'm gonna have fun.
I like Jake a lot, though.
Jake Lander's gonna be my project. I'm gonna have fun with Jake Lander to really turn Mighty Mouse into something here. They kept calling him Baby Elgin, like in the locker room.
Yeah,
because he is literally the tiny version of Elgin.
Like Zane kept saying, Baby Elgin talking shit. Fucking Baby Elgin's talking a lot of shit.
Because he was trained by Elgin too.
Yeah, I heard. 10 minutes.
He wrestles like Elgin
for like being 5'3".
Yeah,
it's crazy. So interesting. Second match though, boys. This was the return. We had a return in this match. Fred Yehi.
I love this match.
Who did not even give one yep at all.
Really?
He's a new man. He's a new man.
Versus
he's definitely changed.
Took on the humbled returning ACH and beat him in 16-17. This was a really good match.
I thought that said 6-17, and I was like,
no. I was like, there's no way that match was that little.
How about the pacing of this match? I mean, not to get too technical and marky here, but this was like one of the best paced matches I've ever seen from like that involved ACH. It wasn't just like I think they built so nicely. It was like, ooh, let's build. I don't know. Yehi I only know very little about, but ACH like usually is a lot of dynamic stuff. But this was like methodically built up to be something, which I really like.
It's a very good match that, in my opinion, won't get a lot of traction social media wise because one, you have Fred who's not on social media and ACH who's quasi on social media.
True.
And there's like a lot of fans are he he basically polarized how he himself on social media. You're either in his camp or you're not. But this match definitely, like, I feel like we need to release this match on its own. Like it's that good of a match that people need to see it. And if you isolate it and you put it out there, I really think fans can get behind Yehi for, well, like our fans specifically too, especially if we take him to LaSalle.
Yeah, that's a really good point because, like you said, Fred's not on social media. ACH kind of quasi. It's like you need to put this match out in order to get it some visibility.
Do you guys, like, when you're tweeting about like this, for example, like, about a specific match, and you're like, oh, I want to tweet how awesome this was, and you want to at the wrestlers, but one of them or both of them or whatever aren't on, do you just end up scrapping your tweet?
No, hashtag.
No. You hashtag
the
name.
hashtag.
Yeah,
or
because people can look up that person.
Yeah.
Or just the name itself could be searchable too. So you definitely keep it.
Because I just wonder, like, you might be right, Basil, but I wonder how much it affects. Like you said, with Fred not being on, people will still talk about him. It's just they'll use a hashtag instead of adding him.
True. Yeah, but it's always more powerful when you have the wrestler themselves promote themselves, because
if they're able to retweet what you're doing. Or
exactly, and they typically have such a large following that if you have 10, 15,000 followers, that's an instant visibility of 10 to 15,000 people that could, if just say even 1% of that retweets that, you know what I mean? It just keeps spreading. Excuse me. But when you don't have that platform to launch off of, it's very hard, because we live in it with indie wrestling. People are fans of wrestlers before the company sometimes. And you might have fans who might not be fans of AAW, so they don't follow AAW, but they're fans of that wrestler. And it might get them to check out the company. So when you cut that off, it's a huge avenue of visibility for the company that you can't get necessarily.
I think that's a good idea. I think we should post that on YouTube.
I'm gonna recommend that.
I really feel like it's a good length match with the entrances. And then with the post thing, you're getting about a good 20 minutes. So I think that, because typically if you post like a 6 or 7 minute match, it's all right. But like this match needs to be out there.
Is there a rhyme or reason to the random matches that we post on YouTube?
Sometimes depending on like if that person made some waves that week. Like I think the week like Sammy won the Impact title, we put out a Sammy match.
Yeah.
Like Statlander debuted on AEW, put a Statlander match out. Like Lucha Brothers, things like that. We just
I wish we posted Drew versus DJ after the Rumble run, because that was that's 2000.
We put out Drew though, didn't we? Didn't we put out a Drew match? I thought we did.
Yeah, but Drew,
I think
Drew
we put out
versus,
a Drew picture.
We did a Drew picture, but Drew versus DJZ
was
from
such a
what was that,
sleeper.
Homecoming?
Homecoming 17.
Or Drew versus Jeff Cobb.
Look at that name being fucking used.
That was me.
No, I'm saying that's 2 pay-per-views that your boys Impact has taken from us.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Drew versus Jeff Cobb was also very good.
Drew versus Jeff was fantastic, but man, Drew versus DJ was such a sleeper hit that night.
Was that the same Homecoming that had you said 17?
Yeah.
2007. Berwyn, yeah. That was a March show?
It was like the last Berwyn show, wasn't it?
I have to check. I remember the Berwyn Homecoming.
It was such a
Was it the same show that had Gulak versus Fitchett?
Ooh, I thought Gulak versus Fitchett was
that was definitely Homecoming in Berwyn.
It might have been. Now I have to look it up. Hold on.
I'm looking it up too.
Berwyn. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was 17, but I remember what I remember about that match was that it was such a sleeper hit.
Yeah, March 17. Voices. Okay. Oh, that had Sammy versus Low Key as well.
Yeah, man, that was a great show.
Fox versus Strickland and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Such a good show, though, man. That Homecoming was a great show.
I don't know that I was there.
I don't think you were with
I don't think you were with the
because
company.
I wasn't with the company at the time. This is when I was still a fan.
Basil, you were front row. I remember sitting there.
Me and
because you guys all laughed at me when wasn't that when Homicide was on, and he kicked my. I was sweeping up the tax, and he kicked my dustbin.
Yeah,
You guys all laughed at me, and I was
we
like,
did.
bastards.
Yeah, even this Drew DJ match was recommended by was considered a recommended match on Cage
Really?
Match. So I'm thinking that this match might have gotten some praise by Meltzer, because Zack Sabre Jr. was on the show, and that's when Meltzer was like always following Zack's matches.
Man, he's in love with Zack Sabre Jr.
Zack
Who
is an
isn't?
amazing.
I
Dude,
love
Zack
Zack.
versus Will Ospreay.
So good.
Oh my god.
Just in
From
general,
this past
Meltzer.
weekend.
Meltzer just loves Zack Sabre Jr. Like he wants him to be his son.
It's just
I'm
he's
serious,
just
really.
such a good, like,
Son.
he just brings such a different style to with all the high flying and everything that's going on.
I want him back.
He's a nice guy. He bought me food one time.
Did he?
Yeah, I picked him up one time at the airport, and he like was getting some snacks, and he's like, "Allow me to buy you something, mate." And I was like, "Sure." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, if you want to."
I have two embarrassing Zack Sabre Jr. stories.
Let's share those, even though he's not on this show we're talking
Who
about.
cares?
He was on a show at Logan, and I was walking across the street to the New Wave coffee shop, and he was just coming from New Wave.
Mhm.
And so I saw him across the street, and I was like, I wasn't anybody at that point, and so I was like, I think I was just doing ring crew, and I was like, I don't want him to like know it's like
Me.
I don't want him to think that I know who he is. Like I was just and so we were walking, and I was trying to avoid making eye contact with him as we were passing in the street, and then I realized I'm wearing a Zack Sabre Jr. t-shirt.
You fucking mark.
And then another time.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Another time I picked him up at the airport, and I was driving him and a couple other people to a show, and we were talking about music to play, and I was like, oh man, we shouldn't. Jeff Cobb was also in the car, and I was like, we shouldn't play music. We should just listen to Jeff Cobb's episode of Art of Wrestling. And they all moaned. They didn't want to do it. And then
Did Jeff moan too?
yeah, he was like, no, definitely don't want to hear my own voice. And I had a collection of like CDs in the center console, and I couldn't understand for the life of me what Zach was trying to say. And yeah, I know, right? That's dating myself. And but I couldn't
Shouldn't date yourself. You're
like,
married.
yeah, right. Zach kept trying to say something that he wanted to listen to, and I could not understand. And I did the thing, like, if somebody says something to me and I don't understand, or like I can't hear because like they're talking really low, or like my hearing is shit or whatever, they're like, I would say what maybe 2 times, but after that, I'm not going to make you repeat yourself again. So I'll just agree with what you're saying, or I'll be like, I don't know. And so he kept trying to like say something that he wanted to listen to, and I was like, oh, I don't have that. And then he pulled one of the CD cases out of the center console, and he was like, this is what I want you to play. I was like, oh, I do have that.
Did it track back? He was saying that.
Yeah, I don't even because
He was nervous. He was nervous for the Zack
I
Sabre.
was just nervous.
He's handsome.
He's very handsome.
That's what that'll do it. When he bought me that snack, what I was going to mention also is that he bought me a healthy snack because he's
Of course he did.
He's like, here's an apple, carrots, and like whole grain crackers.
He's a vegan.
Oh, is he vegan?
Yeah.
There you go. That makes sense.
Wow. No, I did not go to Homecoming.
No.
I went to Art of War in February, and I went to Epic in April.
I love that. I was telling Trent I love that Art of War poster.
And
Yeah,
I
that a
was
great Art of War poster.
I was grabbing gear at that point.
You were?
Yeah.
That's how Nate and I first got to know each other, because that's when I started doing ringside photography and he was still doing ring crew. So we'd have like maybe a total of like 3 or 4 minutes of conversation throughout the entire night.
Yeah.
He was just known to me as tell Keith's friend to get it. And I was like, who's Keith's friend?
It's me.
You guys work at the same bar or something, right?
That dude just almost fell off the roof.
Where? We're watching a guy on the roof.
That guy over there, he just tripped over the tarp he's rolling out, and he almost ate shit off of the roof.
What? Dude, that would have been bad. I would have watched the guy die on this beautiful day. Wait, he's throwing a roof. He's throwing a tarp off the roof, and he missed. It's stuck on a balcony. Who is this man?
I don't know.
Sucks.
What a bastard.
All right, what's next?
All right, what's next?
Okay, so let's get to the third official match. We had a 6-man tag match. We had Ace of Gains. That's what I'm calling them. And the returning Stephen Wolf.
Yeah, man. How
Against,
long has he been gone, Nate?
uh,
Stats?
Oh boy,
it's been
I don't
over
know.
a year.
Yeah,
Holy crap, it's a long time.
I thought you were reaching for stats.
No.
I have a stack of
A
stats.
jar of stats.
He's reaching for something, all right.
Especially with Nate in the room.
They defeated the team of
Nate Webb, who was also returning, and the Flip Bros, which consists of Airwolf and Angel Dorado.
They are shoot bros, right?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
and
they're
it's pronounced Angel.
Angel?
Angel Dorado.
What do you guys think of the name Flip Bros?
I hate it.
I don't like it.
It's.
Hold the top of that one.
I think when they because they both have such unique looks, they should. The thing is, like, both their names are not combinable. Like, Airwolf and then Angel Dorado, like
Angel Wolf.
Angel
Wolf.
Air Dorado.
Air Dorado. Angel Wolf. And then they came out like heavenly.
The Angel
looking
Wolves. The Angel Wolves. But the thing is, and hell is not a wolf.
Well, the thing is,
Isn't Dorado a fish?
I don't know.
Is it? Dorado's a fish? Are you
Go on
kidding me
Urban
right now?
Dictionary or some shit. I don't know.
Dorado.
All right.
Dorado fish. She's right.
Told you.
Dorado fish.
It's also a town in Puerto Rico.
We have
Fish.
It's also a beach.
Dorado Beach. That's enough.
Nate got Nate played air guitar on Nate.
Yeah, Nate
Yeah.
played air guitar on Nate's leg. Wow.
It's very
How was
strange.
that?
I kind of always wanted him to do that.
But-
I watched him do it to Sam one time, and I'm like, oh man, that'd be so fun.
But were you not happy when it actually happened to you?
No, he grabbed me really early, and then I was like, because usually it's like the dun, 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 end of the song where he does it. Because I've seen him do it a couple times, and when he did it with me, he grabbed my leg like before this, like, I felt like there was like 30 seconds left in the song, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I doing here?
Nate's face in that
What am I
photo is
doing with
great,
this?
though.
Yeah.
You look great. You
That was
look
fun.
so uncomfortable. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Ace of Gains with Wolf wins this match, guys. It was a nice return for Stephen Wolf, though. It's nice to have him back.
Yeah.
Still a very sharp dressed man.
Always.
Did not walk in with Subway this time, though. That
He
sounds like
always
Stephen
walk
Wolf's
in with
thing.
Subway?
He always came in with a foot long sub. Every time.
And a cookie.
I don't know if he had a cookie. Carbs, man.
He doesn't look like he eats cookies.
No, he doesn't.
Carbs.
He looks a lot better than he did when he left.
It was
I
good to
think so.
see him. He's one of the few people I'm always happy to see, and I'm glad that we got him into something different.
Yeah. Some character, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he won.
Hmm?
He picked up the win.
He did. Who did he pin?
he pinned
Dorado.
Dorado.
I was really hoping that the wolf pinned the spider.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Interesting.
The wolf and the wolf had a howl off, though.
They did. Well, they tried, and then
did they?
Stephen Wolf was like, "Fuck you."
Did they had a howl off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, I missed that.
Yeah.
they did.
Wait, were people like boo, yay, boo? Was there a boo yay going on?
I think
No.
so. I don't know.
It was like people were cheering for Wolf, and then, I'm sorry, Airwolf.
Airwolf.
And then Stephen Wolf was like, "This is mine." Blah blah blah.
Really?
That's
Just
exactly
like
what he said.
Exactly in that manner.
that. That was nice. Though. I love all the guys in this, like Clayton, Ace. Clayton's hilarious, by the way. There's some more Gainesville.
Clayton is so
I'll
good,
check
and
up.
he just needs to be. I don't know. Like, there's nothing. I don't feel like there's anything missing with him. I just feel like he needs that like big pop moment, because I feel like that's how you get noticed now. Is you need like a big GIF moment for
He just needs
everybody to like share.
He's in too many tags. We just got to break him out into a singles every now and then and let him build himself.
I really like Ace of Gains.
I do too.
They work really well together.
They're like total besties. Like,
Yeah.
legit.
I mean, you got Gaines brings the biceps, Ace brings the thighs.
The biceps.
Ace's
The
thighs.
biceps.
Oh my god, Ace's thighs, insane.
I know.
He was cracking like coconuts in the locker room. And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm just getting ready for later. I'm like, your match?
He was showing them off when he was on the side of the ring, just flexing
Just
them,
flexing
shaking them
thighs.
around.
That's all his Instagram is.
It's just his freaking quads.
Like his Instagram story is just him working out his thighs and quads.
It's amazing. He also works out with the X Division belt on, which I find hilarious.
Which is insane, and it probably makes it smell 10 times worse.
You see Scott D'Amore like, we need to restrap this belt. We just bought it. What are you doing? And Don's like, let him go, kid.
Well,
He's all right.
I think they actually are. They a little tidbit. They actually are getting actual new belts. It's just the repaint was just temporary with the new change.
I want to know where the other belts are.
Dixie
has the world title.
And Ross's
Dixie has the world title. I don't know who has the NWA TNA X Division title, which I think needs to be at Ultimate X.
No, but Trent wants to know where the blue belts are.
No, not the blues. I'm talking like the old belts. Like
Oh.
the teen era. Like, where's the big gold? Where's that one?
Jarrett.
The super big gold. Who has that one?
Are you talking about the one that had the silver TNA logo on
Like
it?
the EC3 belt, basically.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
that? Like, who had? Like, I'm curious. Who has these belts? Where are they?
I saw someone at 01, and I thought of you because they had the Kurt Angle world title belt,
Really?
the one with the like the wing eagle kind of.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, Trent would pop so hard. He'd be like, "Where'd you get this, man? Who'd you get it to sign?"
Basil, I'm trying to find a picture that I want to share with you guys. What's
What's up?
What are you looking for?
What's Dory's photography name?
Oh, hold on. Up on Twitter.
Smug Mug.
Dory Funk
Oh,
Jr.?
No. Dory.
There's a.
Midwest Trash.
That's right.
It's
Midwest Trash?
Midwest Trash Photography.
Yeah.
What kind of name is that? Why
It's
would
her
you,
name. Go fuck yourself.
You're putting down your own work. Midwest Trash? Let me see this.
Don't worry about it.
I want to see. Is the photography good though? Is it trash?
Midwest Trash Photography. No, it's good. It's good photography. She did good at 01.
It's a nice photo of your wife on your wallpaper. Wow. Nate's got a
dude.
super hot picture of his wife on his
To remind him that he way overshot.
Terrible.
No, his wife is awesome, and Nate deserves her.
Thank you.
You definitely do, Nate. You did a good job, kid.
All right.
You did all right, kid.
I just got to find this picture because it blew my mind.
While you're looking that up, we can mention that the next match.
Yeah, let's talk about the next one.
AR Fox and Willie Mack, two returns after a long time, huh?
Dude, they tore it up.
Tore it apart.
Fans were going crazy after this match.
How does Willie Mack move so well?
Dude, Willie's energy from with his music, it just gets everyone in a good mood, and I love it.
He's a good mood guy. He's a GMG.
So, real quick, you guys were talking about title belts.
Yeah.
Have you seen this one?
Jesus Christ! What is this?
Send it.
New South Champion. Who?
Oh, the big one. That
Yeah.
really. Oh my
What
God.
the fuck is this?
I saw, and I'm like, Cabana Man Dan is not the biggest guy in the world. So
What's his name?
Cabana Man Dan.
Cabana Man Dan. Where and what company is this?
This is in an album that they have for Subgraps.
That is
I don't know that it's their
biggest
title.
belt I've ever seen that
it's
in my
a
life.
huge belt.
Okay, here I'm gonna show you the
my
image of
God.
how
It's
Shug.
gigantic.
I'm gonna show you how Shug looks with the title, and it looks ridiculous on him, and he's not a small dude. Like,
What the hell is this? Oh my God!
and we thought the
like this is
MLW
a
titles
joke.
were big.
This is a joke.
The MLW belts are big, but yeah, holy
Compared
shit.
to this, why? Why do you need a title belt that's
Well,
that
where can
big?
people find? I want to tell people who are listening. Like,
Did
look
their
up
belt get smaller?
New
This looks
South
huge
Wrestling. Is
on-
that what it's called? New South Wrestling. Oh
Is
my!
that the Subgraps
God.
title though?
This is unreal. This is the biggest goddamn belt.
Hey,
Who needs a belt like this?
Share the picture that you were just talking about really quick in the chat.
All right, well, we'll check this out. But anyway, let's talk about Fox and Willie Mack here. When was the last time we had either one? I'm trying to remember. It's been
Willie
a long
was
time.
JLMT.
Willie's JLNT. That's correct. Okay. Fox?
Fox, probably 6 months or so.
Oh no, I think we talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
If my notes are correct,
Milwaukee.
it's Milwaukee. Yeah.
Milwaukee. Destination Milwaukee in July. Interesting, man. No, these guys are great. 15 minutes they went. 15 and a half minutes, man. This was solid back and forth. I really want them to be full-time. And I think we have a lot of stuff we can do with both of them, obviously.
I want Willie for sure full
Willie
time.
for sure, man, would be awesome full-time.
Willie, every time Willie comes out, I just get happy.
What's his theme song? I'm trying to remember his theme song.
But
I remember what it was. But I know it's...
Oh, we got no problem with me.
Oh, yeah. What is that song?
Mm-hmm.
What is that song? But no, dude, he's great.
Dude, yeah, that's the same title.
It's just so big.
Yeah, it's not Sup. That was taken at Sup, but
New
that's
South
the New
Wrestling.
South.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think that's based out of Atlanta.
It's ridiculous.
It's obscene.
It looks like a toy. Like it looks like it's a fake prop. Awesome. All right, well, Nate, let's get your thoughts on this. Willie Mack and AR Foxy.
Are we?
AR Fox.
We're gonna AMSR
ASMR
ASMR
segment. AR Fox.
Can you believe the amount of people making money on this?
I know.
Jen, I know you're not listening to this. I'm sorry for we're stealing a segment from your show that I said that I hated.
My wife and I were watching ASMR videos, and we were just like, I don't get it.
They're making thousands of dollars.
But it's also like there's the whole premise of it, I think, if I understand it correctly, is that it's supposed to be relaxing. And so there's people that like put on 3 hours of ASMR, whatever, on YouTube, and it's like,
yeah,
oh, it's so annoying. I hate it.
But it's, and then they'll be like, and like there's ASMR eating videos, and I'm like, this isn't soothing to me.
Not
like,
at all. It's more aggravating to me.
My friend Jen Decker, she has a podcast, Swings and Misses, and they do a sports segment where they talk about like the scores, and they do it all in ASMR.
Yikes.
It's so cringe, and I told her that I was like, this is the most cringe shit I've ever listened to.
God.
But yeah, this match, I didn't get to see a whole lot of it, but I did see the stunner off the second rope, which was absolutely insane.
Yeah, dude.
Fox runs up to do the low main pain and then gets caught, and they just fly off the top with a stunner.
These two had great chemistry. I wonder if they worked together, because they were like...
We talked about this before on the preview show. They have not faced each other at all ever one-on-one.
Imagine that, though.
Not even at Lucha Underground?
No, Lucha Underground, they were a trios team together.
Oh, so they do know each other well.
Fox, I know a lot of times can call it in the ring too. So he's pretty good about that, about calling it shit in the ring. So, dude, my hat's off to him, man. As much as much as like I want to say, like, I'm not big on a rematch without reason, but this, I would love to see this again, to be honest.
They lit the building up.
This would be really cool. Definitely would love them back, both of them. So we'll see. 15 minutes, that's a lot of time for that match.
It is.
Long matches on this show.
Yeah, this whole show had decently long matches.
We also ran over too, though. We were late as hell.
Were we?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we were late as fuck in the show.
No, you mean 9 matches that all went almost 15 minutes?
Dude, look at that. They're all like long as hell. Look at these timings.
Almost 10.
Okay.
But
16.
Next one, guys.
15 and a half.
OVE, Jake and Sammy.
Taking on Aramis.
Aramis.
He's a good dude. He was very polite. He was very relaxed. He seemed a little bit nervous because it was a new environment for him, but I think him being with Hoovy really helped.
Yeah, definitely.
It was juicy.
It was juicy. You have to say it like that. You can't just say juicy.
Juicy, man.
It's juicy, bro.
Juicy Square Auditorium. It's great to be here in the Juicy Square. In the Juicy Square, it's very juicy.
Chicago. Chicago, you are juicy.
It was cool. OVE wins. They defeat Aramis and Hoovy. 13-51 in the long one.
With a low blow.
Low blow. But they had their high spots in this one. The Luchas.
Yeah, but they didn't need to do that.
Juicy comes up to me and he wiggles the control booth and he's like, is this solid? Is this juicy? And I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, I hate to jump off of something that's like juicy, like really juicy. And he's like, He looks at me and goes, how about the bar? How about the bar? And I was like, yeah, the bar's solid. And he goes, okay, you tell the camera guy I'm gonna get juicy on the bar. And I was like, that can mean many things, just whatever. And he's like, no, I'm gonna get juicy on the bar. I'm like, all right. So I just gave a heads up to I think Rob. I was like, just make sure you get at the bar spot.
I love how juicy is a verb.
It's everything.
It is a noun.
Juicy is an adjective.
An adjective.
He got juicy on the bar, and the bar was pissed. The building was so angry.
Dude, like I saw the looks on their faces, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Because not only that, they also hate Sammy from a while ago. They already hate Sammy for like the havoc Sammy's caused in that building. Because like after the bar thing happened, the owner was like, he goes, and you got that fucking guy with spits everywhere. She's still spitting everywhere, and then this guy's jumping off my goddamn bar. So you got Danny just doing like damage control. I thought I told you I don't want to see that guy in this building anymore.
I even told him to, and I know he knows. But before the match, I'm like, if you go outside, please be careful with the chairs.
I still remember when I had to beg Good Brother.
Good Brother. Missing.
I had to beg him. I was like, Good Brother, please give me the chair. And then I almost said another name just out of habit. And like right there, I was like, yeah.
Dick.
Yeah, Tom. I almost called him Tom. I almost called him by his shoot name. And I was like, Tom. And I was like, shit. And then I was like, please give me the chair. Please give me the chair, because I see Saul and all that, everyone like freaking out. And then Keith was freaking out. I see Mike and Danny freaking out, and they're like, do something. And I was like, oh shit.
So you jumped in and took care of the chair situation?
I didn't jump in, but I was like, I put my camera down and I was like holding the chair. I was like, use this one, please.
Yeah, good thing you saved the day on that one, because that would have been bad.
He did actually save the day though with a baby.
You saved a baby?
Basil saved a baby.
Yeah. So okay.
Sounds like a song.
So
title.
No. So there was a baby in the crowd.
We had a baby in our crowd in this show?
Yeah, we had a baby in our crowd at Logan Square.
Please
it was a baby. It was literally a baby. It had to have been.
Was it a new? Really? So we had a newborn at New Day and a New Dawn?
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's beautiful.
And so there's a baby in the crowd. So I'm yelling at everybody. I'm like, get this fucking baby out of here. And then I'm telling
nice.
Whatever. The baby doesn't know. And then there's a baby. So I had to tell all the wrestlers, I'm like, guys, there's a baby over here. Please do not throw anybody in this direction.
Would you yell at the parents? Get this fucking baby out of here.
Like, why would you bring your fucking baby to a show? Like,
how much babysitters cost nowadays?
That's true.
It was less than the price of general admission. That's for damn sure.
You get the kid in for free.
Did Tony charge the baby?
I hope so.
Carney. Oh, is that a baby?
$10.
Half price.
$10.
Is he taking up a seat? Oh no, he's sharing. $10.
$10.
Are you seriously charging me for my baby?
Yeah.
No, but for like, the guys didn't know, and I don't think security knew either. And so like, they were trying to make a circle, and then we were trying to make a path, and then all of a sudden there was this baby, and it was like, guys, just everybody, please be careful, please be mindful of the baby.
Yeah, I was just yelling at everybody that there's a baby by them.
Mind the baby.
I would love if somebody used the baby.
No.
Like if somebody's going to hit somebody, they're like, I got a baby, you can't hit me now.
No, dude, we don't have this kind of money. Just if something happens,
just hold the baby, and then you can't hit a guy holding a baby. And then it's like, then he like kicks the guy, and he's like, gives the baby back.
If you had your money involved in this company, you would not be saying that.
That's true. I would. The liability. Well, we have insurance.
There's not enough insurance for a baby.
I mean, it's a baby.
It's a human life.
No, but you're not hitting the baby. I'm saying, like, let's say I'm going to punch you, and you're like, I'm holding a baby. You can't hit me now.
How does it go?
You can't hit me now. I'm holding a baby. I'm like, I can't. And then while I'm like frustrated, looking at the crowd, like, I can't hit a guy with a baby, and you kick me in the nuts. And then you give the baby back to the parents, and you're like, that baby just got his first wrestling spot. Yeah.
I feel like we could dress up like a cabbage as a baby.
A Cabbage Patch doll.
Yeah.
Could that work?
Yeah.
Could we use this in a spot and like get the initial disgust where we're like, oh, they killed a baby, and it's like, that's a doll.
Let's run it by Danny.
Okay, run it by Danny. Let's book it up. Who would do it though? Sammy pile driving a baby?
Moving on.
What did we do here? What happened? Why did we get on this?
Where did we
All
come
right.
from?
Next match.
Basil's
We
fourth
have
fucking-
next match. I'm just going to it. Next match. High-End and Savannah Stone
Nate. Stop doing it here.
defeated Jessica Havoc and Kimberly with the help of the returning Stephen Wolf.
Steven's a pimp, dude.
I guess.
Came out there.
Suit.
High end.
Now, are they an item? What
They're
is?
stable.
partnership here? Wolf and
Yeah, we finally paired somebody up who isn't in a relationship together.
Ooh.
It's the first in wrestling in 2020.
Well, there'll be some explanation about this one. Stay tuned. We got some talk. We're gonna know why all this is happening.
I want to know why.
You'll find
Yeah,
out.
I need to know why. This is aggravating.
Let me help. It's almost a help me help you situations. That's what's gonna happen here. But though, listen, the interesting thing is they took out two veterans, two former champions. That's the interesting part. High-End lives in Chicago now. High-End is serious about going after some AAW gold.
Yeah.
Now the question is when. But
Well,
Is she going for our world title?
not yet.
Oh.
I'd like to see both High-End and Stone be built up a lot more, though. There's a lot more to do here.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot more to do. I mean, they're very, very new, very fresh, almost as fresh as that baby in the last segment. But they're very fresh. The baby's gonna get over, man. I'm getting that baby over. I hope that baby comes back.
It's the Logan Square baby.
The LSD.
Logan. Oh God.
Was there a chant for the baby at least? Baby, baby.
No.
Okay,
No.
damn it! All right, getting that going next time. Since I'm the master of ceremonies,
I gotta go.
Nate's literally left. He jumped out the window.
Was that him pitter-pattering away?
Yeah.
Like a baby. I'm back.
See you later.
Drum
I
roll.
do have to go to the bathroom.
Did you go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm holding it in.
Just go to the bathroom. We got two of us. Just go to the bathroom.
I know, but I was in these next two matches, and then
No, let's talk about it. Hold it for
okay.
two matches.
Okay.
Right. But closing that out, I really definitely stay tuned. High-End is high on the list to really familiarize with the AAW audience. I'm really looking forward to
I think she's got a lot to offer. I really like her work.
She does. I think
She does have a lot.
She did some stuff for not Shimmer, right? She did some of the other women's
She
stuff.
does Shimmer.
She does Shimmer?
Yep.
Yeah,
Those are the
she's actually the what is it? The Heart of Shimmer?
I think she's the interim Heart of Shimmer champion.
Interim. Yeah. That's like their mid card, right?
I would say it's like their Intercontinental title. I think.
Because Kimber is like what's
The champion.
Yeah, the actual like Shimmer champion.
Mm. Oh, Kimberly is?
Yeah. She had she beat who was their last champion?
Do you have your tickets to Art of War yet?
Do I have any tickets?
Why would we have tickets to Art for?
It's a tweet.
Oh, that's the tweet just went out.
Yeah,
Do you have
yeah,
your
I
tickets to Art of
retweeted it.
War? Let's put that out there, guys.
I retweeted it.
Ticketleap.com.
I always wonder who, like, if it's Mike or if it's Trent tweeting.
It's not Trent today.
So, I mean,
No, well, not right now, but like when they were talking about
there's
Trent,
several people who have access here. Yeah, it's not just me.
I still have access. I don't
Stop.
do anything with it though.
Don't?
No, I took it off my phone, but it saves it. So I accidentally clicked on it one time, and I was like, ah, shit.
God,
Like,
how
this
dare
goes
you?
Off. I was like, this goes right off.
I suppose. All right, now next, Nate, you're in these next two. Let's talk about these.
Talk about them.
Yes.
Talk to me.
All right, Nate, set it up. I'll let you talk about them since you're in them.
Oh my!
Oh my!
I don't do
my.
the setup.
Jiminy
set it up?
Killers.
I'll set it up
I
here.
do color.
Okay, I'll set it up. Killer Cross had an open challenge at the show. He came out and he.
No,
Yeah, oh, he-
Ace,
come on, sorry.
Ace
Ace
Perry
Perry.
had the open challenge.
Well, Killer Cross was said to have an open challenge at the show, and there's a promo that went out earlier that day. But Ace Perry comes out to start the next segment, and
He hijacked the show.
he hijacked the show, talking a lot of shit. Like he was the star. He really pissed off a lot of people, looking the way he did, acting the way he did, which I loved because he instigated, which is great. But go ahead, Nate, take it from here. You're in the ring at this point, yes?
Yeah, and I'm bored as hell.
Why? Ace Perry wasn't stimulating you on this?
He's very irritating.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
annoying. And
Then the
his shirt is silly.
Yeah.
And
his music was even sillier.
his music
I
is
loved
ridiculous.
it. I loved all of it.
was great.
I had no time for it. And apparently Killer Cross did not either.
No.
And so he came out and talked about how it was Mike Awesome's birthday.
Yeah.
And how he was going to give somebody an awesome bomb.
Yes.
And then there was a little bit of fight. And, a match started, and there was a little bit of fight on Ace Perry's end. But at the end of the day, he ate 2 awesome bombs.
In a minute 37.
In a minute 37.
He got killed pretty quickly.
Yep.
I like Ace Perry, though. He won me over on this show.
Did he?
Yeah, just because he was so annoying. I was like, this guy's really annoying, and he can piss people off. I kind of like the guy.
Let's see if he can do it again.
He said, I keep doing it. That's the thing.
Let's see if he makes it to next month.
But that wasn't it, though.
That was not it.
That was not it, because go ahead, Nate. You're in the ring at this point. Talk about this.
So then Jimmy Jacobs comes out, and Princess, Zombie Princess. He came out and tried to. I wasn't really sure. I jumped out on the outside. I think
you're on the outside at this point.
I was trying to figure out, like, if Jimmy D had a run sheet, if this was something that was like planned. I just wasn't sure what was happening, and I guess Jimmy was trying to get Cross on his team, because we didn't talk about it. Jimmy came out after the Fred Yehi ACH match.
We didn't mention that.
True.
Yeah.
And I guess recruited
Fred Yehi. Yeah.
And then tried to do the same with Killer Cross, I guess, in an attempt to build himself a stable. Cross declined.
Very rudely.
Very, very rudely.
Cross is a potty mouth. For a guy with such a good vocabulary, he will sometimes use that bad language.
He's so well spoken when you talk to him.
Yes.
But then he'll use those potty words.
F words.
I feel stupid.
S words.
I feel stupid every time I talk to Cross, because I'm like, man, I'm gonna say something like really basic and dumb, and he's gonna be so like articulate with his words, and I'm just like, where did you learn these words from?
He went to school.
All you gotta do is talk about like philosophy. He's yours.
Yeah.
Like Immanuel Kant. There's like some Socrates, Aristotle. He'll eat it up.
He'll eat it up.
With a spoon.
Like, Russ, you ever think about that? Life is nothing but a play that we're watching occur while being in the play. So we are not only are we the audience, but we're also the actors of the play. That is life. But in this play, everybody dies, but yet people are born, and the play continues on forever. That's fucking.
He'd be a good guest on Jimmy Jacobs' podcast.
That's fucking brilliant. He could be a good guest on my fucking podcast. I could say shit like that to him. He'd be like, try to really.
Too bad Jimmy probably won't have him on, because he was about to beat the shit out of Jimmy.
It's true.
And Fred Yehi came out, and then I guess they wanted a match, so we gave them a match.
I was really going to get to that. If I said that to Cross in a podcast, that he'd probably be like, trying to want to choke the living life out of you right now.
Probably. That would be good audio.
That would be great audio. Just me. This episode.
Jesus Christ. What the hell did I just listen to?
Me mock dying that if I tried to smart ass Cross on a podcast.
Yeah, that won't ever happen.
Why not? Do it for me.
No.
Well, you don't think so?
So then in 10.5 minutes, Fred Yehi defeated Killer Cross.
Shocking, though. Like, people did not see that coming at all.
No.
Because, number one, Fred's not built up with us a lot at all, really.
Well, he might be now.
He might be now. That's like an instant, like, you make a guy then that night. Because I noticed that the match was good enough that people were like, damn, I didn't see that coming. There was the initial, like, shock. And then it was like, shit, this guy's legit. He just beat Killer Cross. And I thought that was really cool. It was again, Fred, no social media, not really out there to like put, like, there's no wrestler follow up to this, right? Like, he's not like Fred can go on social media and be like, took this guy out, tweet about it, retweet the stuff. That's it. Like, what you saw at the show was it when it came to this. So for that crowd, anybody reading results, like, holy shit, Fred Yehi beat Killer Cross. That's kind of shocking.
Yeah.
So now the important thing here is from a production standpoint, from all of us, is we have to make sure that Fred stays strong, right? We have to make sure the promos are there, the photography, the visuals. Like Fred can't do any of it because he's not on social media. We have to really take a responsibility that if we
Hey, I have to sorry, I have to pause for me. I'm gonna mute my microphone for a minute.
are you dying?
No, I have work.
Are you beating me to the bathroom?
I have work calling.
We'll talk about stuff then. Let's talk.
Yeah, just talk. Keep going. Just letting you guys know.
Thank you for telling us. But no, but like what you know what I mean? Like we have to keep the pace because it's like he can't. Jimmy's off social media too. You know what I mean? Like yeah, he's off. He took all of his social media off.
Huh.
Even his podcast hasn't been updated in like a month or something. So
really,
like nobody involved here, with the exception of Cross, who's not got put over a loss essentially, can further the story aspect of this.
Yeah,
like you're stuck with it's all on us to do it. And a guy like Fred, who's not really known as much to like today's audience here, general the indie audience because of his silence,
specifically the AAW audience.
How do we do it? Like it's all the responsibility we have. How do you do it? That's the thing. As a fan, I wonder. It's like if I'm a fan watching this, I need so much more content to like further this guy.
Yeah,
like I need a video every week leading up to the next show. That's Yehi and Jimmy. That's like I need to know that I saw something that made sense.
Well, we are
a week
removed from
I think one's
show.
I think one's coming out tomorrow. There's stuff filmed. When this podcast
chills.
Yeah. But that Yehi promo you showed me though. Let's talk about that for a second. Before the ACH
It's
match.
very strange, wasn't it?
The one he filmed in his car.
Very weird.
We watched it standing in front of the Aragon Ballroom.
Yeah.
Trent
hadn't seen it, so I pulled it up and showed it to him.
And I was like, what in the fuck is happening here? But I'm kind of intrigued that this guy just is like a psych. I'm convinced he's a psychopath. But it
wasn't his YouTube page that shared it. It was a different wrestling company.
No, we shared it on the AAW Twitter.
Yeah, but the original post was from like.
Yeah, pull it up. I'm talking that video that he cut in his car.
Yeah.
All I know is that it was so wacky that I was like, man, I'm kind of intrigued what this guy's gonna do. Like, what the hell does it even mean? Who is Fred Yehi?
He seems a bit like an unhinged.
Right, he's unhinged. Like he's off his rocker. But this is important. I want to spend more. We're not just like blabbering about this. I want to talk.
BACW wrestling.
BACW?
Yeah.
Interesting. But that's the promo? What?
It was shared on the BACW.
What is BACW wrestling? Why are they sharing an AAW promo? What's it called? Weird. I've never heard of BACW.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so strange. Does he own this? Wow. But you know what I mean? Like, I want to... We put him in such an elevated position so quickly that I'm like, man, we have to... It's our responsibility now as a promotion to make sure this guy stays credible, to make sure this guy is believable going forward, especially you put over like Killer Cross, who's like completely established already,
right?
So I'm curious how we do it because I didn't have any of those segments. I didn't produce any of his stuff, but I want to going forward. I want to make sure I'm there so I can help further this.
Yeah.
Because it's a big part of the company now. Obviously, putting him in such an elevated spot.
It's such a big spot now, yeah.
So where's he working nowadays, anyway? Like, where can people further the branding of Fred Yehi?
I don't know.
He's not involved anymore, right?
I meant to ask him while we had.
I'm back.
Hey.
Oh, thank goodness! I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
No,
Let him go to the bathroom.
Who
were we talking about? Who just left Evolve?
Fred. We were talking about Yehi. Like, I was
where does he work?
Fred doesn't work for any. Fred is just strictly independent. He left Evolve about a year ago.
He left. So I was talking to Nate when you were gone. Was like, it's our responsibility to build him a lot because we put him in this elevated spot, and we're asking a lot out of our fans and him. And it's like, okay, he's not going to further because him and Jimmy are not on social media.
I know.
Like neither one is, right? So it's like. We have
to be within show and within our video promos.
So like we have to get a ton of content down every show because we immediately took it on ourselves to say, okay, you're going to beat Cross and be in this elevated spot like immediately, and ACH, mind you, right? Yeah. Now you're in this top spot in one show. You have just leapfrogged. How do we further that as a company to say, okay, we got to make sure this guy stays credible to all these fans. And that's what I want to. I want to be like, we got to do a lot. I want to do a lot for this because to make it work properly. That's going to be very important for the next however much time we got him for, whatever it is, that we keep it alive. But where can people see, like, if he's not working anywhere, Basil? Like anywhere you know?
I mean, he does like indies, but he's not working for any specific promotion.
Have you heard of this BACW? Like Nate was saying that the promo he filmed for his match against ACH was hosted by BACW's YouTube.
I have never heard of them.
Never heard of it either. I don't even know what it is. So,
do you know who else just left Evolve?
oh,
Anthony Henry.
I saw something went out about that.
And Anthony Henry is, see, the thing, like, I know Anthony Henry's a freelance guy right now, so I really want him in our show though. Him and JD Drake, Workhorseman. Oh my God, I just want them versus Besties so bad on our show, so bad. Like, would literally be one of the best tag matches we've had on our show in years.
Pitch it.
So, if we can get them on our show, I'm 100% down. But I really want them. I really want them on AAW.
Oh, yeah, dude. Throw it out there, man.
They had a killer match against Ugly Ducklings at Freelance.
I'm trying to figure out what this BACW is. They have 43,000 subscribers.
Did we talk about the Heritage title match?
Not yet. We're waiting till everybody's back on this.
Okay. We're already at an hour and 11 minutes, just FYI.
People love the review shows, man. It's all good.
I'm just letting you know about time frame.
Time check, baby. Okay, let's get to the...
Sorry I left, guys.
Okay, Nate's back.
It's okay.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. Trent, Rob with some cheers.
Rob some cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Rob some cheers. Huge pop. Rob's new thing is huge pop.
Is it?
Huge pop.
Huge pop for Rob.
Like in chat, it's like huge pop. Heritage title. This was, to me, match of the night, 100%. Unbiasedly match of the night. I think so.
I didn't get to see it.
Hakeem Zayn and Paco, 14-52. Hakeem Zayn retains, but man, what a story this match told. I think this was like their first match. Nate, now you and I talked about this. The title change match, I don't think had the magic. Didn't have the right environment also, but I think they were just feeling each other out. But this match, I think they completely told the story all match. And it was like people were they were in. I think this match made Hakeem over even further with the crowd. Because remember, he also came out in this. Basil, thank God for your Apple Watch. I texted you, like, go by the bar. He's coming out this way. And you're like, Amber, you looked at me, you're like, what the fuck? So
like you told me in the middle of Paco's entrance.
I was like, go by the bar. You're like, what? So like he came out on the bar side, him and Karam, and flipped off the crowd, but opened up explosively. Paco with a dive, kicked it right off. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I know you said this was your favorite. This was my second favorite. I think Fred ACH took match of the night, in my opinion.
But two very matches that built. That's
built within the match. Yeah.
Oh, so awesome. This made me love Paco even more. Did you not see this, Nate, at all?
No, I had to go get the van, and then I came back and I saw a piece of it. Paco was a bloody mess, and then I gathered everybody and had to leave.
Yeah, this was I think magic. They really told an amazing story on this one. Good energy. Hakeem retained. Just awesome. Yeah, Paco was a bloody mess. He had to get attended by Nurse Nicole. He had to get patched up.
Really?
A little bit of patching. Good thing we have a nurse on site.
No stitches?
No stitches. He was good. But no, it was. I thought it was awesome. This was a great way to cap their feud here for the two of them that they've been having going on. So now it's just a matter of Hakeem getting to the next. I think, to be honest, the next guy would make sense would be Myron for Hakeem Zayn, because Myron was involved in the initial reveal. So you throw Myron out there. My only thing now is with Karam. We got he had a singles dark on this one. I need to start building him up more. He's very involved there. They cut a post match promo that scared Sarah Shockey in the ring.
Really?
And she was there. You didn't see this. She came out for a post match, and they yelled at her. They both yelled at her, and there's a picture of her looking very stunned. And They got a lot of heat on the way out too. So this was great, man. I think we have something here. We have something the fans have really sunk their teeth into now, and the next stage is Karam getting some solo main show action.
Yeah,
He's great. I like Karam a lot.
I agree.
He's
got to stop cheating though.
He's the cheater. He's a bad guy.
They're both cheaters.
They're mean. Hey, listen, man. They've been oppressed. It's time to break out. We don't have time for this shit anymore.
I'm not gonna get involved in this argument.
No, it was cool.
Basil, thoughts on the match?
Thoughts on the match, man? Yeah, you were right there, man. What'd you think?
I liked it. There were some spots that took me out of it. Like there were some spots that I feel like should have been used as a finish that like you get kicked out, like when Paco was in the chair and he gets thrown into the turnbuckle, like that's not like a mid spot match in my opinion. Like I always feel like that type of moment should like end a match because your throat's up against the chair and then you're getting thrown into the turnbuckle. And then he kicks out and then I love the match. It was very cool and exciting, but from a storytelling standpoint, there was too many high spots that could have defiantly ended a match that didn't in this one, and I was just like, it kind of took me out because I don't like spots that get watered down to be used mid match, and I mean I know that's what happens with wrestling
Today, nowadays, that's all it is.
No, and I get that, and I mean that's part of the old school side of me that I'm just like, there goes that spot now.
You want a match? You want a match to end with a suplex?
Suplex.
No, and I get it, but I'm saying like if your throat is in a chair and you're slammed into a turnbuckle.
Yeah, Undertaker used to cripple people with that. Like he used to put people on the shelf.
Yeah,
sure.
And that's
or
what I'm saying.
Post-match type of thing.
Like I get it. I know like the suplex and the DDT used to end matches, and I'm not like, and that's why I'm not like, oh, this was horrible. It's just one of those things that like I gotta understand that wrestling does evolve, and that's just part of it. But it was just one of those things that it's not the norm right now, so I'm still like, okay, like this spot could have ended it. This spot could have ended it. So overall, it was still a fun match. The crowd was into it, which is good, because at the end of the day, if they're into the match, that's what matters. So,
yeah, no, listen, I think the crowd is very engaged with I mean, Paco kicking out always pops everybody too. So he's a Mighty Mouse. He's like this guy just doesn't die. You know, he just doesn't die. You can kill him. You need to kill Paco to make him stay down for a 3.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the charm in things like this, especially in a Paco match. Part of the charm is that it's like you have to kill him to stop him.
No, and I also get it. I just feel like there's certain spots that shouldn't be used for a mid spot within a match.
Fair.
That was like the big one to me. That was like. That stood out, but I mean, overall, they did go balls to the walls. I like how personal it was. Yeah. Karam getting involved, all that stuff. It was very good overall. So
yeah, I gotta say, Zayn has a great running knee lift though. That could quickly be a finisher for him. I think he hits that really well. I
think if you do the running knee while the opponent is grounded.
Or the opponent's whipping at you. I usually when the guy's coming towards him, it's always
they do
great.
The thing that he does with Shira?
What's that?
Shira will they'll do the like ripcord whip.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Zayn doing that.
And it tags. Yeah, because like the guy's kind of like in motion and you hit him, you snap hit him. Be cool. Cool, man. Very nice. So next for Zayn, I'm predicting Myron. I feel it's got to be Myron next. I don't know yet.
Makes sense.
Just give him Myron and see what happens.
We haven't seen Myron since they beat him up.
It was Myron's son's birthday last show.
Was it?
His priorities, man.
Oh,
little guy's turned 1 year old.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, dude! Myron's baby is so adorable.
Yeah. He's a cute little kid. He's an adorable kid.
He looks just like Myron. Like you don't need no DNA test for that one.
That's true. Definitely not. No, he's definitely Myron's son.
No.
Main event, boys. Let's cap it off here. Main event. Our world title is not there. The AAW title. Can't call it a world title.
Yeah, how dare you call it a world title, even though it's been taken around the world?
Several times. But who the hell am I? What do I know?
Nothing.
What company do you own?
But the AAW title was Mansoor. Oh, Mansoor was somewhere else. So the tag team titles, main event of the show. Champions, besties in the world, defending against Kurt Stallion and Jake something. What's their team name? They ever officially give a team name?
No.
Team something Stallion?
Do they need one?
I don't think they need one. But this is almost a year in the making.
Cowboys from hell.
Cowboys from hell, I guess. But Jake's not a cowboy.
No.
Jake's from
He's
Michigan.
just from hell.
He's from Hell, Michigan.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, not from Hell, Michigan. He's from Michigan. There's a Hell, Michigan, though.
There is. Chris Sabin was from there.
The besties retained another 13, nearly 14-minute match.
Jeez.
It's a long show. But
I'm going to add
It's like, what was it, like 10:30, 11 o'clock when the show
I
ended?
think 11 p.m.
It was after 11.
After 11:15 when it ended.
Oh,
Late show, man.
that's why I didn't go. That's why I didn't go out for tacos. I was like, man, I got work in the morning.
We had a little interesting experience at Arturo's Tacos after the show, by the way. We'll get to that after we talk about this match.
Yeah.
There was but anyway, no, this is good. I mean, it's nearly a year in the making, this match, so definitely fun. Besties are really fucking over, man.
And they're really good.
They're really besties, I think.
Yeah.
They are. But that chemistry helps them. I think they work so well together.
Definitely. Remember when we thought they were going to break up?
Yeah.
Man, that was scary.
That was scary.
I think we're in the clear.
They were okay. Now we're in a good spot. Scarlett's gone. She's with Cross now.
Yep, that was the problem.
And the promo that Cross did with the besties kind of was like, all right, we're gonna let this die now. It's over between you and her. You got that? One of those intimidating Cross ones. And Dave Vega's like, okay, she's yours, man. I don't want her anymore. She's fine. She's fine. It's cool. No, I just please don't kill me again. But so that's they're safe. Besties are safe. No woman between them. But now it's like, hey, we have a nice little tag division coming up here. You got Dion and Joe Asa have been announced.
I noticed that.
We have OVE tagging again now, and I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on.
There's the Flip Bros.
Flip Bros are here. I mean, Karam and Zane are an optional team as well that can always be thrown in something. We're becoming a nice little tag territory here. Who else? I'm missing one too. Nate, you're the encyclopedia here.
Well, let's look at this card.
Card is that?
Oh, Clayton and Ace.
Clayton and Ace. I mean, we have some tag options. What the hell is Joe Asa and Dion's team name?
Infamy.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. That promo is cool.
I almost said Alaska forever.
Alaska 49 state unite. Yeah.
49.
State number 4, the 49ers.
That was a horrible joke.
Why not? It's a 49th state.
Jesus
Alaska.
Christ. You know why they're called the 49ers though, right?
Actually, no. Why are they?
It's because it was like a mining thing. Because mining used to be very
prominent.
Yeah, prominent in the San Francisco area. So 49ers is in reference to the coal miners.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wonder why. I need to know more about this. Who do you got in the Super Bowl, bro?
I actually got the 49ers this year.
Are they in it?
Yeah. 49ers and the Chiefs.
Kansas City.
I got my friends were like, "Hey, do you want to come stop by?" Or they were like, "What are you doing Sunday?" And I was like, "Nothing." And they're like, "Do you want to come watch the Super Bowl?" And I was like, "Ah, crap." And then they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't really give a hoot about football. I'll come over for a little bit."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, just come over, eat pizza, and hang out." And now I'm getting texts being like, "Hey, can you bring stuff?" And I'm like,
"What time to be there?"
They said kickoffs at 5:30.
Yeah.
But they also first told me 7:30.
You have to go make something.
I thought it was an all-day thing.
They start the coverage at noon.
Do they?
Yeah. It's like WrestleMania, man.
They texted me yesterday. They were like 7:30, and I was like, "A.M.
A.M. What time is this game?" It's in the morning.
I don't do sports, you guys. I don't do real sports.
No, I like my sports with predetermined finishes.
Yes, please.
I like to know that they'll be finished within 3 hours. There's no overtimes.
Oh God.
Oh God. There could be an overtime tonight. You might not get home till midnight.
I'm gonna fake sick.
You're gonna fake sick. Oh, good. I'm not feeling good. Hey, go Chiefs.
Well, how's that go?
Oh, guys, I'm not feeling good. I gotta go home.
I sound like Ringo.
I sound like Ringo. Well, that was it, boys. Besties retain. Now we need some new challengers.
Clayton and Ace.
Clayton Ace, your vote? Well, we'll see what's going on here, boys. I think the besties are. I mean, this rain's been a long fucking rain, right? Shit.
100-something days?
100-something days? I'm going to check this out. I mean, this is a long title reign for these boys here.
We should do some research before we record.
No, the whole point is that this is a conversation we're having.
People love hearing the computer clicks.
No, they don't. I didn't do it. 157 days. Not a bad reign. Not a bad reign so far. The longest reign. You guys want some trivia? The longest reigning tag team champions in AAW history?
North Star Express.
No. I'll tell you right. No, the North Star Express.
Crotch and.
I think it's.
Is it Crotch? I bet it's Crotch.
Crotch.
Tell me it's Crotch.
Machine and Stu Early. No, I think it is Crotch. Let's see. I think. Hold on. We're gonna see.
Crotch is my favorite.
Crotch is Zach Gowen. No, they had a short reign, man. I think it's the House of Truth had a long one.
It's probably the besties.
Maybe.
Definitely combined.
Oh, the Irish Airborne. Man, I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm scrolling through. Oh wait, besties, 300-day reign.
There you go.
Their second one. That's a long fucking reign, man. That's when they beat Dez and Zach.
They had it for a while too, didn't
Dez and Zach?
Yeah.
111 days. Yeah, long one too. It's a pretty good one. Besties, longest reigning tag team champions in AEW history. How do you feel? I'm feeling good.
Davey, how do you feel?
Davey's here. Davey Vega, come on in here. Hey guys, just passing through. How do you feel, Davey? Great. See ya. Dave, thanks, Davey.
What a nice guy.
Basil, you still on?
I'm here.
You're supposed to play the part of Fidget. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Davey here?
That's exactly what I'm doing. You want me to play the part of Fitcher? They're like, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Do they hold all
Fucking
the
A.
records?
I ain't no fool. Then he said, I ain't no fool. Shit. I think they do hold all the tag team. No. Dave and Jay Christ have the most reigns with 4 reigns.
Do they?
Yes. So they can tie on their next one, but Dave and Jake have the most. So we'll see, man. All right, but cool, boys. That was a new dawn. I'm excited. That was a fun show to kick off the year. I'm really looking forward to The Art of War, which is going to be a very cool show.
I am very much looking forward to that as well.
Why are you looking forward to it, Nate?
I don't know. I was looking at it today, and I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a fun one, too. It's a fun card. These are good cards. I think that was a great way to New Dawn. I think definitely summed up a lot of things. New talent, new stories, new direction, all sorts of. It was a fresh feel in the room, which I really liked.
It was a much needed fresh feel for the room.
Yeah, definitely. And then some new crew work in the show. We had some good stuff, man. It was cool. Mm-hmm. It made me feel good about what we're doing, and I'm excited about it. So I'm looking forward to what's next. Who's next? Nate?
Who's next?
Is it
Gilbert?
Gilbert?
I think you were just retired.
Gilbert retired?
Gilbert retired?
Yeah.
You missed out. He could have refereed a Gilbert match.
Aw, Danny.
Danny, what the hell?
Why didn't you book Gilbert when we had the chance?
Did we ever have a chance to book Gilbert? Was he available?
Did we ever need Gilbert?
Is his dance card filled up?
His dance card?
Yeah. That's the thing.
That was a bump card.
In the 50s.
Oh. Is your dance card filled up there, honey?
Meaning, is he busy?
Maybe. How busy could Gilbert have been?
That's my point.
Besides AIW.
So we could have gotten it. AIW gets everybody.
They get everybody, that's how it comes up. We should book Gilbert. Yeah, call him.
Are we running the day after AIW? Put him in a car.
I mean, shit, AIW booked, what's his name? Dennis Stamp.
Yeah.
He was booked, and it was built around him.
And I think it was called Dennis Stamp is Booked.
And then he died, a month or 2 after that. He just needed that. What the fuck?
Yeah.
God damn it. Why did I end it on that note? Can we talk about something nice? Nate and I had a really good breakfast today.
We had grits,
We had grits, and they were phenomenal.
right?
I had eggs in a basket.
Awesome. Did you wait? Do you have a basket that you put them in at home?
No,
No, that's
the
the bread
toast.
with a hole in
the
it.
toast is so. What you do is
Oh
so.
yeah,
Or
you
egg
cut
in
the-
a hole.
I have
Egg in
this
a hole.
wine glass
Egg.
that makes like the perfect circle for the type of
Great
bread that I
band.
use,
Great band, perfect circle.
and
I do. I like
Yeah,
them
it's-
more than Tool, actually.
it's very easy to make it as well.
Looks like it is. Yeah. I don't
Because
like-
all you gotta do is you just cut out the circle, gotta put a bunch of butter in the pan, put the toast in the pan, flip it really quick so there's butter on the other side, drop the egg in the middle, let it get a little cooked, flip it really fast, do the same with the other side, put some
Boom.
sriracha, salt, and pepper, and you're good.
I'm going to go do that.
Nate, do you want to share a breakfast recipe too while we're ending the show? You got one that you make?
Fry eggs
Fried eggs?
on the frying pan.
Oh wow.
You put oil in it, and then you crack an
What
egg.
kind of oil do you use?
Olive oil.
You're an olive oil guy for
And
your
then
eggs?
you flip the egg.
Ew, olive oil for eggs?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what my mom used to do it that way? And
What are you, fucking European? What is this shit?
olive oil and eggs is so gross.
How? I wouldn't say so gross, but that's
It's
definitely
just
different.
butter's so much better.
And
Or you can use vegetable oil. Canola oil.
canola oil I use sometimes.
Yeah.
Vegetable oil I've had. I think right now we have olive oil. That is our base cooking thing. My wife is dairy free, and so we just don't use.
Oh.
We don't have butter in the house. We don't have milk in the house.
Oh.
I drink almond milk.
Almost
and then-
good.
This year I've started to cut dairy out as well. So, but butter's never been a huge.
Hmm.
And I shouldn't say never. When I was a kid, my brother and I would make bags of popcorn, and then we'd melt sticks of butter and pour it over the bag.
Yeah. Kill yourself
We'd
slowly.
each have our own bags, and
With a whole stick of butter in each?
I think a half stick. For
My
each.
God.
Yeah, it was gross.
My God.
But butter hasn't been a thing for me a lot in the past several years.
I make a dish called cereal de glace, and usually what that is it's a whole grain type of conglomeration of with some sweetener in it, poured into a bowl with usually some kind of milk product.
Cereal?
It's cereal de glace, and glace I think is milk or dairy in French. I only know that because of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I'm done.
Don't you remember that scene where Napoleon's like eats
Basil,
ice cream and he's
hit the
like
record button.
he eats
Stop
ice cream? He's like la glace. Nobody
All
watched
right.
Bill and Ted here. All right.
Bye, Basil.
Oh wait, we gotta get plugs in here.
Oh yeah.
All right, plug yourself.
At Ref Nate Speckman. Bye.
No, you're not
Oh
done
my
yet.
God.
At Ref Nate Speckman on what?
Twitter and Instagram.
Basil, what about you?
On Twitter and Instagram at BZ. That's a B, 2 E's, 4 Z's, and a Y.
What's
You
your
can.
website?
What's your website?
I'm getting. I was literally in the middle of saying that. You can find all my pictures at basilmahmood.com. That's B as in boy, A S as in Sam, I L, M as in Mary, A H, M as in Mary, UD.com. And where could they find you, Trent?
Wait, before I plug mine, did you also register the domain bz.com?
No.
This is a
Missed opportunity.
missed opportunity. Missed
You
opportunity.
leave money on the table, Basil.
I'm
Right,
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure I am.
You guys can find me at Vanilla Joke on Instagram, Twitter, or Hemi Music, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can find the show at The BSB Show. Just type in The BSB Show on Facebook and Twitter. And, oh, Basil, did you get the Instagram ready yet? I made some new dawn, new year, new Instagram, perhaps?
New next week.
New next week it is. Maybe in time for February, we'll have this Instagram.
Didn't Nate like that one? Is that Nate clapping back there?
That's me
No.
clapping.
Oh.
February now.
It is February today. As we have Instagram ready yet?
Also,
Next week.
Next week.
this might crush your worlds, but why do we not plug the AAW social media?
We do. I always say you can find AAW related reviews.
Because we're not an
I'll say.
AAW only podcast.
But with AAW reviews, I'll say follow the company at AAW Pro, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and get
Did
your
you
tickets.
do it already, and was I not listening?
I plug the Ticket Leap, which is aawpro.ticketleap.com to get your tickets for AAW Art of War coming up. I plugged it.
All right.
But also, guys,
Just
you can find this show wherever podcasts are found, Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, and Spotify, along with many bootleg Russian podcast hosts. For some reason, we've infiltrated the bootleg market on podcasting now.
Guys, he's not reading this off a script.
I'm not at all.
His brand.
You guys can find it wherever. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, tell Nate's wife who never listens to these shows.
Please don't talk to my wife.
Don't talk to But rate, review, subscribe anyway. We are also on YouTube. Everybody, definitely make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Type in the Backstage Boys podcast on YouTube. Usually, if you subscribe there, you get the show about a half a day early because I let it go on YouTube early, Nate. I let it leak on YouTube early.
I love it.
It just goes early. It's in your YouTube rotation early. If you got YouTube, guys, type in the Backstage Boys podcast. Comes right up. Don't forget to connect to us. And we welcome any and all feedback. Please make sure to get a hold of us on Twitter, Instagram, or no, not Instagram yet. Twitter, Facebook. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want us to talk about, any other promotions we should check out. Whatever you want us to do, we'll do it. We got Cage Match. We can look up anything if we don't know about it. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for us. That's shows in the bag. We'll see you soon on some. Well, next week we'll talk about something else. I'm sure we'll come up with something. Nate is already taking off his headphones. He has had enough of this shit. He's looking to go home. All right, guys, say goodbye, Basil.
Bye.
See you, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.